Fighting with passengers or crew. Physical altercations on cruise ships result in immediate removal at the next port. In 2019, a Carnival cruise passenger was removed in Jamaica after punching another guest during a buffet dispute. Security detained him in the ship's holding cell overnight. Cruise lines maintain zero-tolerance policies for physical violence regardless of who started the confrontation. The removed passenger loses all fare paid, receives no refund, and must arrange their own flight home at personal expense. Carnival banned him from all future sailings on their brand. Other cruise companies may deny boarding if they share incident reports through industry databases. The Jamaican passenger paid over $2,000 for last-minute flights back to Miami. Ships employ trained security teams who document incidents with witness statements and camera footage. Bringing prohibited drugs on board. Cruise ships scan all luggage with X-ray machines and train security teams in narcotics detection. A Royal Caribbean passenger in 2021 attempted to smuggle marijuana in his checked bag despite Florida departure. Port security in Miami discovered the drugs during routine screening before boarding. He was arrested by Customs and Border Protection agents and never boarded the ship. Cruise lines prohibit all illegal drugs and most CBD products regardless of departure location laws. Passengers caught with drugs face immediate disembarkation, arrest, and permanent bans. The Florida passenger spent 2 nights in jail and paid $5,000 in legal fees. Ships operate under the laws of their flag country and visiting ports. His $3,400 cruise fare was forfeited entirely with no appeal process available. Sneaking alcohol to avoid drink packages. Cruise lines generate significant revenue from beverage sales and actively prevent outside alcohol. Passengers attempting to bring contraband liquor in mouthwash bottles, shampoo containers, or rum runners face confiscation and potential removal. Norwegian Cruise Line removed a family of 4 in Cozumel in 2018 after finding 12 hidden liquor bottles in their cabin. Security conducted the search after crew spotted them pouring liquor into soda cups repeatedly. Ships allow limited wine but enforce strict screening of all bags at embarkation and port returns. The Norwegian family lost their $8,000 cruise payment and paid $1,600 for hotels and flights home. Most lines issue warnings for first offenses, but repeated violations trigger removal. Camera footage from hallways often reveals passengers transferring alcohol between rooms. Refusing to disembark during medical emergencies. Passengers who become seriously ill but refuse evacuation create liability issues for cruise lines. In 2020, a Princess Cruises passenger experiencing chest pain refused helicopter evacuation during a Caribbean sailing. The ship's doctor determined he needed immediate hospital care unavailable on board. He insisted on continuing the cruise despite signed waivers acknowledging medical limitations at sea. The captain delayed the ship 4 hours and ultimately removed him by force with security escort in Grand Cayman. Maritime captains hold authority over passenger safety decisions aboard their vessels. The passenger paid $15,000 for the emergency helicopter transport he initially refused. He also forfeited his remaining cruise days valued at $2,800. Ships cannot provide advanced cardiac care or surgical interventions available on land. Threatening crew members or making bomb jokes. Any threatening language toward crew or jokes about bombs, hijacking, or terrorism results in immediate removal and potential prosecution. A Carnival passenger in 2022 joked about having a bomb in his bag during embarkation security screening in Galveston. Security immediately detained him and contacted FBI agents who were called to the port. He was arrested before boarding and charged with making terroristic threats under federal law. Cruise lines take all threats seriously regardless of passenger intent or intoxication level. The Texas passenger lost his $4,200 cruise fare and faced prosecution with potential fines and jail time. Ships operate under strict security protocols following post-2001 maritime regulations. Even drunken comments about sinking the ship trigger investigation and possible removal at the next port. Smoking on balconies or in cabins. Fire represents the most dangerous threat on cruise ships, making smoking violations removal-worthy offenses. Most cruise lines now ban balcony smoking entirely after multiple fires started from discarded cigarettes. A passenger on Celebrity Cruises in 2023 was removed in St. Thomas after setting his balcony furniture on fire while smoking. Crew detected the smoke through hallway sensors and extinguished the small fire within minutes. He received a $15,000 fine for fire suppression costs and permanent ban from celebrity sailings. Smoking is restricted to designated open deck areas only. The Virgin Islands passenger had 8 days remaining on his 14-day cruise. Ships carry fire suppression systems but limited firefighting capability compared to land-based buildings. His travel insurance denied his claim for smoking violations constituting willful policy breach. Disorderly conduct toward port agents or customs officials. Passengers must comply with immigration and customs procedures at every port of call. A Disney cruise passenger was removed in Nassau in 2019 after arguing with Bahamian customs officials over passport documentation. She refused to present her documents and began filming the officers on her phone despite repeated warnings. Port authorities barred her from re-entering the ship and Disney security collected her belongings. Cruise passengers remain subject to local laws and authority at each port regardless of being on vacation. She spent 3 days in Nassau arranging emergency passport services and flights home to Orlando. The incident cost her $3,600 in lost cruise value plus $2,200 in unexpected expenses. Ships cannot intervene when port authorities deny boarding clearance. Disney refunded none of her costs and banned her from future Disney Cruise Line sailings. Jumping or diving off the ship. Passengers who jump from cruise ships for social media content or drunken stunts face immediate removal if rescued alive. A Royal Caribbean passenger jumped from his balcony into the ocean in 2023 during a Bahamas sailing as part of a dare. The ship executed emergency man-overboard procedures, deployed rescue boats, and recovered him after 20 minutes in the water. He was treated by medical staff, detained in the brig, and removed in Nassau with a lifetime ban. The rescue operation cost the cruise line approximately $300,000 in fuel, staff time, and delayed arrival compensation to other passengers. International maritime regulations require ships to attempt rescue for any person overboard. The Florida passenger faced no criminal charges but lost his $2,900 cruise fare. Ship captains remove passengers who create safety emergencies through reckless behavior. Sexually harassing crew members or passengers. Cruise lines train crew to report harassment immediately, with incidents logged and reviewed by the ship's security officer. A Norwegian cruise line passenger was removed in Bermuda in 2022 after making repeated unwanted physical contact with a bar staff member across 3 separate evenings. Crew documented each incident on camera and in written reports per company protocol. The ship's security team escorted him to his cabin and removed him at the next port. He lost his $3,100 cruise fare with no refund issued. Norwegian filed a formal complaint with Bermuda authorities before disembarkation. Most cruise lines share incident databases flagging removed passengers to prevent future rebooking on partner brands. The International Maritime Organization requires ships to maintain formal harassment reporting procedures. He was permanently banned from all Norwegian cruise line brands.